Jets. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Cook following the penalty. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They run it again with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Four yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Set.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Open man here is Conklin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Here's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman from 10 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Give to Cook out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Cook again. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock. But now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Rodgers' throw here will be caught by Wilson. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They throw caught right around the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's caught inside the 35. He's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Eagles.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Inside handoff, Penny, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Williams on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, here's Penny. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hurts. That is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. Good.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, "Great job, guys." Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal.